Over the years, as I have GM'd more and more, I have started to give out a little more information that I used to when I first started GMing. However, I still like to hold a lot close to my vest. I don't like to give the players a lot of information because I like them to be surprised. That's the fun of it. However, I am about to tell you something that's a little spoily about tonight's episode.
What?
There will be no Starship combat.
Oh, no.
No, come on.
I know,
I can't
it's a
believe you
real
stayed
bummer.
on that. All week you had me rereading the rules again.
Yeah, I just want you sharp, O'Brien.
What a bummer, guys.
What a bummer. Whatever will we do without it?
I'm leaving.
Oh,
I play a third game with completely different rules instead, just to kind of get that feeling back.
Oh, man. It had to be done.
I don't know how we will keep up the pace of the stream and the action without Starship combat. I just don't know how we'll...
And I don't know how I can play a helpful character without Starship combat.
Really?
See how you're going to be involved now. Like,
I don't know.
Oh, man.
What a big old mess. What an old mess. I'm so glad it's
I feel
over.
so useless if I'm not just doling out incredibly minor buffs, one out of every 3 turns.
I
can't really complain about it.
You know, I thought
like
about getting rid of it. Yeah, of course. Yeah, and you had a good couple episodes till you fell apart there for a few rounds. But I really thought about getting rid of it and replacing it with something else. But I'm trying to show off what the Starfinder system can do, and I'm trying to play the adventure path, the way it was written, and add to it, and I'm just glad it's over. I think it's like we said before we even went into it. If we weren't recording it, it would be slightly more fun. But recording it is tough.
I don't know about that. I'm like, if we weren't recording it, I would have opted for it. Let's skip this part and just be like, you won. But
it's hard because I get that sentiment, Ellie, but I feel like, and maybe this is just my problem. I feel like there's a certain integrity of the game that you can't just do that. You can't just do that. I mean, it wasn't until Starfinder, I think I'd ever read where they said if an encounter is like clearly over, you can just end it. You know what I mean? Right. They have that written right into the rules. I'm just so OCD, like I can't imagine just skipping it. But
I actually like it. I just the fact of doing it with this completely different rule set that's nothing like the one that we're used to using, that we don't even really play the base game that often.
Yeah.
And the pressure of having to do that and perform it, keep up that pace, that is what makes it really, really hard to do.
Yeah.
But I will say, I thought that it was quite exciting because at the beginning we were like, this sucks, Starship combat, whatever. But then we were doing really well. And we were like, this is going to be over in one episode. This is great. But then just like, I think it was like 3 bad rolls and the entire game changed. And we were like, fuck, we cannot lose this. Like, this is going to go so bad so quick.
And on that note, I don't know if you guys have noticed this about me. I'm kind of a drama queen, and but I like to talk about something that happened last week. When Matthew and Grant had a little role fight, and I wasn't sure if it was actually Matthew or Grant having a thing, or if it were their characters. And so I would like to talk about that. Or actually, I would like to listen to this conversation.
Jog my memory. What is this about?
When
we had a
Koala
mutiny.
took the captain's chair,
Not
and
understanding the
Matthew
rules.
was like, get out of the chair. And he was like, I have a plan. And Matthew was like, seriously, get out of the chair. And Grant was like, you know what? I'm tired of listening to you all the time. Like, it got tense. So I'm with Ellie here. Let's hear it out.
I've talked about this with fans a bunch. I feel like the secret to playing a captain in Starfinder is just figure out what everyone else is gonna do and then just ask them to do that. So I try not to tell anyone to do anything, but then literally I have no mechanical ability to do literally anything else on the ship at this point. And Grant can do a great many things. One of which is shoot our enemies that are trying to kill us. So
I love that moment. I love that moment now that you've reminded me, because there's always been this weird romantic tension, at least coming from Koala towards Kresga. And so when Koala took the bridge, it was a great moment. Any moment like that can provide conflict, sign me up. I hope it has reverberations throughout the rest of this, especially now that we've seen this flashback of Koala being a part of another crew with a captain who was losing his mind. I like this idea that, like, if Kresga can't control things, Koala's not going to let that happen again. So I don't know. I thought it was interesting. I'd love to see one of you guys just straight up kill the other one.
During a Starship combat.
Be awesome.
Or just during
Pure
any combat,
frustration.
just turn on your own PC and kill them.
Blow them out an airlock.
Yeah.
Or shoot them with the spaceship.
Well,
It
no,
could
I was
be a
ready for
silent.
Matthew.
No, that would be silly.
I was ready for Matthew to just punch, like Kresga to punch Koala out and like put him in the brig. Just like be like, get him out of here. He's losing it.
Take him to the brig. Dax stands up, walks him out, ship's just spiraling out of control.
Have you guys noticed that Grant's been very quiet?
Yes.
It's been hard. It's been really hard to get a word in edgewise. So, I've just been waiting for a moment to talk. But no, it's fine. It's fine. I just wanted to have a cool moment, and it's fine. Whatever.
Well, if only the rules had supported that, Grant.
Matthew, I don't know you have such incredible double standards that you would tell me in one moment. I've heard plenty of times you not wanting people to play against type and not wanting to do specifically what they're good at, and in the moment you don't want to roll the dice because you are not good at shooting. Maybe you'll roll a 20. Maybe that'll be fun. You could try that.
I'm sorry. I missed I didn't follow the first sentence of the argument. Go back.
I follow it, Grant.
I don't want
followed
people to do what they're good at.
Yes. Well, he's saying that you prefer people to play against character, not min-max, not do the only thing they're good at, because it's interesting for story.
Okay.
And so in an attempt to do that, it was ironic that your character was the one that was like, go do the thing you're good at, and I'll do the thing I'm good at.
It's not about good at. It's about literally can do it.
Able
like, literally
to.
I couldn't pass the checks on a single other thing on the Starship.
I think there's only one person that can adjudicate this argument. Mr. David Winters, everybody. Hey, David, your thoughts on this scandal rocking with Sarissa?
Well, there was one thing I cited from page 322 of the rule book, and that is technically Koala did not have to leave the seat, because if it's occupied, the pilot or captain role, it's occupied unless that person is incapacitated. So there was only one way to settle it: PvP combat.
Incapacitate each other.
Right, PvP. Yeah. Straight up PvP. Oh,
we were all out of yes and fuel, so I had to leave.
Yeah,
got it.
Yeah, it's okay.
Fair.
Maybe next time. Next book, or never.
But to return just for a minute, like this is an actual question. Sydney brought this up, and then we started to go away. It's like, is that so much comes down to the piloting check in Starship Combat?
Yep.
Like, if you fail,
I think too
the
much
piloting-
comes down to the piloting check for sure.
That's my question. Like, does that suggest that there's something off balance in the system? Because if you fail the piloting check, suddenly, like, you have an enormous advantage if you win the piloting check.
It is huge.
Yeah, which
I mean, piloting
is-
should definitely be important.
It should be important. Yeah.
I personally think that it's balanced right. And I don't know anything about anything, but I believe from like my Star Wars miniature game days, like positioning in a dogfight can turn rapidly. And when it does, you are you could be from completely in charge to about to die in an instant if they get behind you with target lock in the wrong spot. And that's the way dogfights are.
Yeah.
I think, from my Air Force days, I know this.
Right.
But I do believe that the system captured something that is probably kind of accurate about how Starship Combat can be. You could be totally fine one instant, and then 1 second later be in such a horrible, disadvantageous position and be dead.
It does give me, it gives me really great Battlestar Galactica reboot vibes. Just the thrusters in space and kind of the flip and burn. I do love that part about it.
So, and like the zoom in of the camera, zoom into the Vipers.
Who is a shaky handheld cameraman in space?
So awesome, yeah.
If you guys are the heroes, then you should be, winning the majority of those checks. The Millennium Falcon isn't blown out of the sky every once in a while. All the TIE fighters are. You know what I mean? So it's I think it does mimic the heroic story, the heroic science fantasy story. But I'm glad we don't have to do it for a while or ever again. We'll see. I'm so much so I don't even want to talk about it anymore. I just want to move on to the meat of this book 5, because now you got that out of the way. And there's a lot going on here. I started it with the flashback from Koala that he has some sort of former relationship with this Jangly Man. As the ship gets, the Singularity gets knocked down to 0 hull points, Dr. Friss had established a sort of a clandestine channel with the ship where you were receiving information that wasn't intended to be received, and you heard the Jangly Man say, "Our ship's been pushed through the blood door, boss. The interlopers are tougher than I thought. May the Devourer consume them. I'm sending out a long-distance transmission for more choirs to come, slit their throats, and feast on their remains." With that information, Ellie, can you put down your chess game while I give out this information?
She's like, knight to queen's rook 2.
You have a side game going?
I tried to so silently try to. I mean, it's super cold where I'm at, so I tried to just turn on the heat, but it didn't work.
You tried to just move 7 pieces of crystal stemware during my flavor text? Sorry, I just have to balance these 7 champagne flutes on top of each other while Troy's talking. I'm going to do a magic trick later. With this information, you know, he's talking a little bit in code there, push through the blood door, choirs to come, but you know that you need to get on that ship and stop that transmission from going out. Because right now, you know they already have the jump on you here to get to the gate of the 12 Suns. But if they are asking for backup to come and wipe you out, you don't know how bad it's going to get. So in order to do that, you need to get on their ship. You need to get to their bridge.
Otherwise, there'll be another space combat.
Yeah, there'll be more space combat with like 19 ships. And you need Friss to get... You need Friss to hack into their computers and stop this signal from going out if it's not too late already. Let me get a mysticism check about this push through the blood door.
I'd be delighted. That is a natural 19.
Ooh, start to the night.
A 35.
All right, so this is just a devourer cult idiom, meaning they're about to be killed. Pushed through the blood door.
Could have guessed that.
Yeah. And yeah, that's pretty much what you're dealing with here. As their ship is just floating out in space, we'll say that the Fang ships are really like TIE fighters. They just spin out into space. But the Singularity is still floating there. It's a much more hardy ship. You could probably pretty easily pilot your vessel alongside and then try to hack into their airlock. You guys burned some resolve, obviously, during that fight. I'm hoping that you kept track of that. But more importantly, you didn't lose any hit points. Your ship might need some repairs at some point, but right now, you know, time is of the essence. What do you want to do?
Dax. Bring us Captain. Up alongside the Singularity.
Aye, Captain. And he will pilot it just with a fly. He's not going to do any crazy stunts.
You're not going to look to Koala and be like, is that all right?
Koala is like doing third base coach signals. Like, that's fine. Totally fine.
Dax will fly up, ease up to this ship, this disabled ship.
The empty vacuum of space, we just see the Sarissa floating right next to the Singularity. Dax pulls her in close. Can you give me a piloting check, Dax? Let's make sure you get in there just right.
Vacuum of space, guys.
That is a 26.
Beautiful. Get alongside there. Pretty easy. Now I'm going to need a computer's check to see if you can override its cargo bay airlock on the starboard side.
29.
Oh, yeah. So you go up, go over to your airlock, you lock with theirs. You're in.
Nice.
Oh shit!
There is a passageway leading to the door of the airlock.
Koala, Dax, would you mind assembling an away team?
Aye, Captain.
Aye,
Stands up.
Captain.
By the way, Koala, I remember this. Koala, you have like 1 resolve point left, right?
My sheet says 3 out of 7, but that would
Okay.
put me into big trouble if I went down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Koala, I think you fought bravely. Let me take this one, and I think Lynnea wants to take the lead with Dax this time. And then Koala can trail after. If that's okay. I know I don't want to bring any more drama into this ship.
If you insist, Lynnea, I appreciate you asking nicely, and in the spirit of moving the game forward, go ahead.
Lynnea, with me. Would anyone else like to go?
Let me do a quick scan first to see if there's any life forms remaining aboard the ship.
Excellent idea.
That is a 25, which should give me that information. Any living crew complements remaining?
You are detecting. Yes. Do you know how many? With that information,
I should, I believe.
David, is that correct? Just want to make sure.
I didn't think I had to go back into my Starship rules tonight.
I know. But Joe's been studying all week. Joe, is that enough for?
Yes.
I believe so. I just don't want
Probably.
to.
Living
Yes,
crew
yes.
complements and
Okay.
yeah,
That is the lowest thing, and the DC is low enough. So yeah.
yeah.
There is one person alive on that ship.
There's one left.
And do these life sensors pick up Eoxians or androids or anything standard human? They do not. Okay.
It is specifically living crew complement.
Right.
Dr.
We should
Friss.
all go.
Yes. Would you please come with us? We will need to hack the system. I am afraid I am unable to do it myself.
Okay, Bassa, hold on. Let me button up. Puts on his helmet. Cocks his new syringe, his hypo syringe pistol.
I'll bring out my ribbon.
Dax gets out his yellow star plasma array that barely fits through the airlock. And he's ready.
Callum, you're of course welcome to accompany us as well. If you like to see a ship that belongs to the cult of the Devourer.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, if you want to see a murder.
You might see that too.
If you want to see a straight up cold-blooded murder,
That's
right this way.
That's what we're doing, right? We're going to go on their ship and we're going to kill them.
But we're gonna try to stop the radio signal, but people might die.
Captain, could you be clearer?
Yes, we're going to stop the radio signal, but people might die.
What are your orders should we encounter a life form? The life form.
Engage. Capture
Shoot on
if
sight.
possible.
Understood.
Neutralize them.
Please, for a moment.
Oh, yeah, Koala, sorry,
No,
go ahead.
I mean, he was a good captain once. I served underneath him. He began to lose the plot and all of his marbles, frankly, as time went on. But he did begin, towards the end, speaking of the Jangly Man, and he mentioned it again. I don't think this is Captain Denali speaking. This is something else entirely. If you can, spare him his life. His wits may return.
Do you believe he is possessed by some other entity? Or do you believe this is madness?
I'm not as much of an expert in the cult of the Devourer as you are, Captain. But it seems like he's certainly seen things no living person should.
Is there a check I could do, a mysticism check I could do, Troy, to determine if, based on our communications or knowledge of the Jangly Man, if he seems possessed or if this is some kind of madness?
Yeah, you can roll a mysticism check.
32.
Oh.
What you've learned of the Devourer so far is that people who believe in him, some would call it madness, some would call it fanaticism, like they feel like something is actually speaking to them and telling them to do all of the horrible acts that they do. You think back to like what you knew of Mei Shun's mother. And, I don't know what Mei Shun remembered of her, but, it didn't seem like she was someone that was always destined to follow the Devourer. Something just happens in people. Maybe it's madness. Maybe madness tips the scale towards that. Or maybe it's just awakens something that's already been nascent in these people. That primal urge to want to destroy for destroy's sake. So, is Captain Denali, the Jangly Man, mad? It's really a...
Could I do a profession psychologist check to get any further insight into that?
Sure. Sure. You've had some... you've seen him speak, at least. You can read that.
26.
There may be some madness there, but this is a very, very smart man. Now, if he was back on Absalom Station, he'd probably be better off in a special hospital. But there's a great intelligence there, and also a bit of odd charm that some people, no one on this ship, but other people might even find appealing.
Many sociopaths can be found quite charming.
Yeah.
Part of the danger. He is high functioning, at least.
Is the Jangly Man part of Grant's did you know that he was called Jangly Man, Grant?
He began to speak of the Jangly Man. I did not know that he would become the Jangly Man, or whatever he is now.
What does Jangly Man mean? Does it mean like a what?
Jangly Man.
A Jangly Man. Okay.
I don't think
That's
we
what I
even did
took
a
it to
check
mean.
on it when it happened,
Yeah.
did we?
No, because he... the first time you'd heard of it was in a flashback, and then he called himself the Jangly Man. But just rolling over your mysticism check, it doesn't have any significance that you know. Might have something to him.
Perhaps this is some kind of manifestation of his psychosis.
We should hurry up. And
While you guys were all talking, Callum went and got Mountain Dew. He's back with another.
He's still on that dew.
Yeah. Oh
on
yeah.
the dew.
I'll come with you guys because we actually just ran out of Mountain Dew.
yeah, exactly. Let's find some more. But we should also, we're in a hurry because we need to stop that transmission, right?
Yes. Let's go.
Let's go.
While we're having this conversation, Friss is attuning his custom micro lab to everyone's biorhythms, so that he'll be able to do certain things with his biohacks once he's attuned everyone. So he does that.
Okay. Let's go to the map.
As we head out there, too,
Go.
Koala will share that he feels that the captain is desperate and to be careful to hold on for dear life once you're on board the ship, because he feels as if once the signal he wants to transmit is transmitted, anything could happen.
All right.
As you'll see on the map, you have entered a small cargo hold. There is a door to the south. I've extended the map out into space here to represent the airlock that you have created between the two ships.
Howie,
Yes, Captain.
seal off this airlock to anyone who does not match our biosignatures.
Oh, nice.
Yes, Captain.
Very smart. Very smart.
Fool me once.
Yeah.
Shame on you.
Yeah.
I do not understand, Captain.
But what a Cliffy.
Won't get fooled again.
I do not understand, Captain. You would like me to fool you?
No. It's a saying. Never mind. Just seal off the airlock.
All right. I did.
Howie.
I don't like your tone, Howie.
Did you really, or are you just saying you did?
Open the airlock door, Howie.
I'm sorry, I can't do that, Captain.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Fool me
So
once,
creepy.
as they say.
All right. So Lynnea will walk over to the southern door and push it open.
Little panel on the side opens the door up to sort of an area that looks like it leads to the middle of the ship. You see just horrible iconography of skulls and blood and dismemberment, all sorts of signs of the Devourer that you've seen before in your dealings with them, but now it's like painted all over the inside of the ship. It's a lot similar in tone to what you saw on that asteroid.
Reavers.
Reavers.
Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is Callum's first time seeing anything that was truly like the Cult of the Devourer.
Linnea's too, I think.
Yeah, so I don't know how much you guys have told them. I'm sure you've filled them in a little bit.
Yeah, but we're probably pretty disgusted by.
Yeah, this looks not great.
Linnea's gonna move to the left of the door and just peek and see if she sees anything to the north and south. Dax, are you coming with me?
Yes.
Because I don't want to be alone in this room.
You seemed so confident on the ship. You wanted to lead the way.
Yeah, sure, but just
Best
get
of
over
luck.
here. No.
Are you rolling
like-
stealth, or are you just rolling up there?
Howie, seal the airlocks.
Best practical joke ever.
Fool her once, am I right?
This is like playing hide and seek in the dark with my older brothers, and they would like actually lock me in the dark room and then just leave.
Oh my God, Eleanor.
I had awful brother, or I have, but I don't talk to them. No. Anyway, I'll roll a stealth.
Whoa.
I'll roll a stealth.
Okay.
I think that is the first mention of your brothers in the entire Androids and Aliens run, so they must have really done a number on you.
Well, actually, my oldest brother told me when I was 5 that I had a microchip operated into my brain, and that one day my parents, who were actually not my real parents, would come and find me. It's like,
Oh my God.
and I believed him.
Wait, so what did the microchip have to do with the adoption?
Like one day it would go off and it explode unless I went back to my real parents.
Oh my God, Eleanor.
I mean, it's classic, right? You, just in case, you always put a microchip in your baby's head so that if they don't do exactly what you say, you can detonate their heads.
That's just smart.
No, he's awful. Anyway, I rolled really high. I rolled 19, but I have shitty stealth, but 20 total.
Okay, so in the flickering light of this ship, Lynnea peeks her head out around the corner, looking to the north and looking to the south. And this is what you see. To the south, the ship just keeps stretching down. You see numerous corridors leading off to the port side of the ship, presumably to doors or other parts, other rooms. To the north, it's a lot shorter. There is one door off to the port side, and then one door directly at the front that you would assume leads towards the bridge.
Is there anyone there? Like a monster?
Doesn't look like it.
Why did you make it sound so scary then? Oh.
That's my job. That's literally my job.
There's a lot of doors.
Do we know, based on the doctor's scans, do we know generally like the engine room is here, the bridge is here? You know, do we have a basic understanding of the ship's layout?
I think I would get.
Yeah, I think you get a general layout, but you don't know like what modifications they've done to the ship. So you know that like I think this ship is called like a bulwark. Let me see what it's called. This is called it's a large destroyer. It's a modified ATEC bulwark. So you would know like what a basic ATEC bulwark looks like, but you may not know what they've done to it to soup it up. So you feel pretty confident. Obviously, that's the bridge. You would think a ship like this first has a second level to it. As
Cool.
well, and then maybe some other like smaller pods that are up, like there could be other chambers just attached to the north as well that aren't entire floors of the ship.
And the ship that Koala served on with Captain Denali was a modified salvage ship used to do pirate stuff, as it were. So, you know,
Pirate stuff.
The saw was made to be a bit more of an offensive weapon than just something to pry open hulls, etc. But do the modifications here seem similar, or are they a little bit crazier?
you don't know what the Devourer's plans are, so it's probably modified for Devourer business, so not so much for like whatever you scoundrels were doing.
Scoundrel.
But from the outside, did it look like an insane collection of weird doodads and bobs, like a crazy person put it together?
The outside of the ship is made to look like a heavy metal death cult ship. Like it's meant to, if it flies alongside another ship to scare you, be like, oh, that's called the Devourer. Let's not go talk to them.
That's great.
All right.
Okay, well, corridor is all clear, as far as I know.
Let's head towards the bridge. I'll cover your back.
Okay, fine. I'll go. What way was the bridge again?
Up to the north, I believe.
north.
Right, Troy? Mm-hmm. All right, so, yeah. Go up to that
I'll
door. Everyone else stay down here, and we'll just keep an eye on her.
Yep.
You can do it, Lynnea.
All right, I'll move up to the northern door again.
No, Dax is going to come up behind you, just keeping a weapon trained on the rear of the hallway.
Yeah.
Shoots Koala.
Ow.
Do we have like an alien scanner or something? We can just hear like that momentum of like... Doot, doot, doot.
That would be awesome.
That would be
You
cool.
know, it's probably here on Sirenscape somewhere, and I don't know where it is right now. I apologize.
I had it
Wish
as a
it.
drop. I had that exact.
Oh,
thing as
yeah,
a
the
drop.
motion sensor.
Yeah.
But I was hoping we had it physically as well in the game, so we can use that.
I'm sure there's a motion sensor
That would be awesome.
item. Troy, can I just do a quick perception just on this door that I'm next to? There's a door right next to me. I just want to hear if there's any danger immediately coming. Natural one. Natural one.
Natural one. Yeah, you hear nothing.
Okay.
Can I listen to the door that's standing, the northern door, just to see if I hear anything dangerous immediately?
Sure.
Ooh, an 18. 18. Fuck. Perception, right? So 28.
28. Wow. You don't hear anything, but you do notice there are bloodstains on the floor and on like the bottom door jamb.
That's not soda. That's not Mountain Dew.
Is that Mountain Dew?
That could apply to a lot of things in this game. Keep looking.
Go ahead, Lynnea. And Dax raises the yellow star plasma array.
All right. She'll quickly open the door. Everybody cool, this is a robbery.
Lynnea opens the door.
Oh.
You see lying on the floor several bodies covered in blood. Pooling blood still fresh, moving outwards to the edges of the room.
Did they all commit suicide?
Oh, maybe.
So who's the one that didn't? Can we do a perception to see if the captain's one of them?
Sure, you can. Who's walking in?
Koala?
After you, Lynnea.
Koala? Go get her, Ray.
You only have three to resolve, right?
Fine,
Get in there.
I'll go to the right, but someone can go to the left with me.
The minute Lynnea walks in,
Oh, fuck my life.
nothing happens. Nothing of import happens.
Okay.
Oh wait, just a question. Can anybody else only see one body? Is there only supposed to be one token body?
Oh, the rest on the GM layer. Just where I wanted them.
They are.
I only saw the one. I
they
figured
were
the one
just a
was
bunch
the
of-
important one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought. Oh no, there's different kinds.
Whoa.
Oh, they're disappearing out of nowhere.
Oh my god. I just rolled a perception to see if I could identify the captain among the bodies and rolled another natural one.
You're like, I think this is the captain, and you're pointing at a door.
Kresga rolls a 22.
It's like the bloody door. This must be the captain. Poor fella. Never had a chance. That's a door, Dax.
Kresga rolls a 22 to see if she can identify the captain.
You saw his face on the screen. Miscolored teeth. Those long white and black dreadlocks. No one here appears to look like that. Do you see five bodies now?
Yes.
Okay.
Callum walks up to this green one, in the northern, western side of the room, and he touches it and casts Grave Words.
Oh yeah, I love them.
Nice.
All right, so you touch him and you cast Grave Words. Walk me through Grave Words again.
You force a touched corpse to talk to you. You can't ask it any questions. The corpse utters random sentences for 1 round with a 10% chance of this information being useful.
All right.
It's a fun spell. It's just for fun.
It's super fun and creepy as hell. Don't disturb the dead unless we can get information.
By the way, Troy, we haven't talked about this, but
Uh-oh.
I think one of us is going to have to change.
Oh, no, Norse Foundry buddies.
Oh, what?
They've sent us. I have 2 Norse Foundry shirts that they sent me, and they're like the most comfortable shirts I own.
Yeah, I love the shirt that you guys are wearing. Yep.
Really comfy. Sometimes you just want to be comfy. Plus, it matches my cool hat. All right, so you cast Grave Words. 10% chance of it actually being important, and he just starts muttering, "The gate, null 9, the planetoid, it's all coming. No, Captain, no, it's not my fault." That's it.
Null 9?
Null 9.
Number 9.
Write it down. Write it down.
Sounds like the captain killed them all. Or
Yeah.
can I do a perception just to make sure they're all dead?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's going to be a 27.
Okay. Look around the room. It looks like this one right to the north of Lynnea might still be breathing.
All right.
Kresga will go and do a heal check. Or
Okay.
a medicine check, because this is Starfinder.
Okay. And what are you trying to do? Just check to see, trying to stabilize it? Him
See
or
if
her?
he's alive, how he was killed.
Okay.
Or how he was. So that's a 16.
16. Looks like there's a stab wound directly in its neck. And as you come
Sorry,
up
go.
to him, he raises his hand up to your face when you kneel down to look at him, and he just like tries to touch your neck very weakly. He has almost no energy left in his hand, and he gets up to your neck, and just you feel this very limp hand try and squeeze at your throat. And it just feels like an infant was trying to squeeze your Adam's apple. And he just looks at you, his eyes never leaving yours, squeezing with nothing. No, you don't even feel, you feel the faintest of squeezing. And then his hand falls limp and he dies.
Right till the end.
Doctor, might you be able to isolate that signal?
Yeah, on it. Pasa. So, yeah, the doctor sees if this is where the signal is being broadcast from, if he can access that here or not.
Okay,
And also,
roll a computers check.
Could we, I can't do anything about this, but I also are there a camera system we can access and see if we can see the rest of the ship?
Let's do this first and
Yeah.
then see if you can activate cameras.
32.
32. You get into the computer system, you see the transmission that went out, and you have the ability to send a counter transmission that's like an all clear that will piggyback on that transmission to ensure that no one will get these coordinates.
Okay. I do so. We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you?
How are you?
So that signal had already went out. This signal piggybacks on top of it, goes out as well. You think this probably happens all the time. We need help. Then they send another coded message to say that's a fake or something. So you're able to do that. You feel pretty secure that you were able to get that out. You also see, as you're doing your readouts, that the power core of this ship is damaged beyond repair, rendering the entire Starship completely useless, except for scrap or anything you find aboard.
Can I Can I make a... go ahead, Troy.
Yeah, you find a couple more things. One, going along with Linnea's suggestion, you start to look at the cameras, and you see other rooms of the ship, but then you see some cameras where there's just a red smear across them.
Oh, God. That's so gross.
So some of the rooms you see, like a crew chamber, a kitchen, a gym, but there are even more that just have red smear that you can't really make out, and you think you see something flitting by the camera, and then you might see something out of the corner of your eye on another camera, but it's just in like the space between the blood smear. And then the last thing you find is a message in the ship's log that seems to be marked important.
I access it.
You access it, and you hear a woman's voice. It's like very authoritarian, with a hint of an electronic rattle. And it says, if we can get the last console online, the weapon will be within our grasp, and soon the end of all things will follow. Unfortunately, the control board is shot. Zaz has no idea how to repair it, but Eltreth has told us where to find spares. Take the Singularity and patrol the system in case that inevitable manage to send for help. Bring some of Malice's children. I will contact you again to return to the control center when we have the control board.
Wow. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Whew. So we roll a culture check. Who's the most cultured among you?
I'm pretty cultured.
Do I have culture? I think I do.
Ooh, 33.
Sounded like the voice of an android. A female android.
It was an android. I'd know that cold, heartless tenor anywhere. So much. Hello, Dax.
What was that? Dax is just outside the room. He's keeping an eye on the hallway.
I hate that robot.
Cool. Can we see it? Can we get a map of the ship somehow as well? Like, so we can see the rest of the dead space?
There's no real map that you can access, just the cameras that you could see into some of the rooms, but not the others. But there's no, like, real map, per se.
We could...
It's not like a mall.
You are here.
You are here.
Cool.
Is there anything of interest that we could salvage from the ship?
Maybe like stuff for build points.
Oh, that would be great, actually.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah, like if you really wanted to, you could probably scrap some of this stuff to, reduce the build points next time you upgrade your vessel.
Okay. Right.
Well,
So
we're
that would
going
be
to upgrade
helpful.
our weapons, by the way. Am I right?
Always.
Am I right?
Well, it felt
clear
like
it.
Yeah.
Let's clear the ship,
Yeah.
and then we can salvage what we can.
Does
Kevin, do you
Koala...
want me to just kick down random doors? I can go do that.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'll go with Callum.
Does Koala recognize any of these crew members from the previous ship, or are these all foreign to him?
They're
of
all
these
foreign
people.
too.
Got it.
So Lynnea, Callum, and Dax walk into the hallway. Koala, Kresga, and Frisk, do you follow as well?
Yeah.
All right, which one of you is the first one out?
I think it was Koala, but I...
Wait. I thought you were leading everything, Ellie. You either lead or you don't ask me before we go on the ship. I'm
Ellie, you
happy to
answered
lead.
like Grant would answer.
The first one
sure
back
it was-
out of the bridge?
Grant. Yeah, first one that went back into the hallway.
Callum.
Dax was standing in the hallway for a while.
Yeah, Dax was in the hallway. Then Callum walked out.
He walked out
All
to
right.
cover the hallway while they were doing the bodies because he was like, I don't see anything in here. I can't make any sense of this. I can't do the computers. I'm just going to keep
Yeah.
a guard on this hallway.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Lynnea walked past Dax, so she was the first one 15 feet out of the door.
Yeah.
Okay. And Callum came out as well. Okay.
And so Koala was actually the last.
Yes.
I know when you said that, I was like, that's a bold lie.
Yeah, well, I'm really good at poker, actually. Like, try me one.
As Lynnea and Callum pass past Dax, and there's the sort of shift of focus, you see standing at the end of the hallway a man just standing there, staring at you.
Oh, fuck.
To remind you, he looks like this.
Oh, yeah.
Yo.
That is awesome.
He's a lot,
druid.
I'm sorry, did you
lot
remind us
more-
as if you sent it to us before? Showed us
I
before?
don't
Have I not showed you this? I thought I showed you
I don't
his
think
face.
so.
He's a lot more attractive than you.
I thought I showed you his face when he looked at the screen. Okay.
No,
Well,
he's
anyways,
way more handsome than you described.
He's not
Yeah.
smiling though.
When
yeah,
you
he's
were
not
like,
smiling.
when you
Yeah.
were like in Absalom Station, he would have been charming or something. I'm like, ew, that guy with the yellow teeth and like shit coming out of his mouth. but then now I'm like, all right, I can see that. I hit that.
I think
get
I've
down with
talked.
that.
I think I've talked before about like what's scarier, like being in the woods at night and someone comes running at you, or just like walking through the woods at night and looking over and someone's just standing there staring at you.
Oh, okay.
100% the second one.
I think, yeah.
100%.
That's what he's doing. Just
Because you know how to react to the first one.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you know when?
one.
Yeah, sorry.
All right, question.
gonna
Wait,
say-
hold on. No, sorry. Go, Ellie. Go.
I was going to say in movies when they have it out of focus and then suddenly in focus, like in the background, there's someone standing there. All right,
You don't notice it. I was going to ask, Troy,
yeah.
as a reaction, I know we're not in combat yet, but as a reaction to this moment, can Callum go invisible? Like with his, you know how he's Earthani, so he's got the skin. Like, could he just immediately like turn invisible because in the moment he's like, fuck.
He couldn't, but he could in the first round of combat because that would initiate sort of combative situation.
But it's a reaction to this moment.
right. It's a good sell. It's a good
Sydney,
sell.
I really appreciate you. That was great.
Also, it's in his character. Like his skin changes colors with his reaction to the world around. He's a chameleon, and he's in a clear wave suit now because that was his new upgrade. He's completely naked, and he changes color all the time. In his
Oh
suit.
right, the
just
naked
like,
invisible
goes invisible.
teenager. I love that guy.
Free standard action is pretty sweet.
Yeah, as a reaction, can I skip the initiative roll and just?
I would use a spell slot. It's not like I'm asking for a free spell. Whatever.
As a reaction, I'd like to automatically kill him.
Yeah, as a reaction, I'd like to take my attack of opportunity.
He's just standing there, and you all kind of whoa when Lynnea and Callum jump up to the front, and just that creepy voice ekes out of his small little mouth, and he's mentioning Koala, but he's not even looking at you, Koala, and he just says Misatro. Are these your new friends?
Koala
I killed you once. Do you step up?
steps up as he's saying, I killed you once. And says, No, you didn't. That's why I'm standing here. Is there anything left in there, Denali? Or are you just a husk of what you used to be?
No, I'm pretty sure I killed you. Perhaps you're a ghost. Yes, because I had not truly embraced the Devourer, but now I have, and you have been brought to me to finish what I started. Now, I will take you, for real, in his name. Children of Malice, come to me! And as he says that,
Oh no.
all 5 or 6 of you, 6 of you, right? There's 6 of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Feel some shadowy presence emerge out of the bulkheads next to you and surround you. And we'll see you right after this word from our sponsor.
Oh, well done.
See what you did there.
Little sponsor word. Let's go back to the map here. Let's really look at this because it's ugly. 1, 2, 3,
No.
4, 5,
Balls.
6.
So he's a necromancer. Let's be clear here. He had his crew kill themselves and turn into shadows to fight us. He's an old school necromancer.
Wait, I think the shadows are us.
Yeah, exactly. Aren't they
Really?
replicas of us?
Yeah, they must
there's only
because
5
Oh,
And it was in the message, like take the the children of
children of malice.
children of malice.
take some with you. I thought that was code for the Fang fighters, but apparently not.
I think the metaphor here is that we all have it inside of us.
What's it?
Like the evil devourer tendencies.
Yeah.
We just have to keep it inside of us at all times.
You may have to awaken it here because your lives are on the line. Roll for initiative.
Oh my god.
Oh man, it's for real.
Shugunk-gunk-goo. Flum, 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 flum.
All right, couple natural ones in a row. Let's shake those off. Got a good Nish here, Daxy Magoo.
See Magoo. All right,
Natural 1.
Oh,
No exaggeration. Another natural 1.
So that's
my
also
God.
like very improbable. Like Troy had a streak of 720s, I think, right?
I was thinking about that the
messed
other day.
up.
I'm like, no one will ever believe that. But then like I said on the show, it's like they were such inconsequential rolls for the most part. Like, why lie about that? That'll never happen again. Like, why can't that happen when I'm playing a 17th level fighter that has 5 attacks? 20, 20, 20, 20, chain 20s. No, not so much because I'll never play a 17th level fighter ever in my life.
Wait, we won't make it to 17?
I won't play a fighter though. You'll be the fighters. I'll
That's
just be
fair.
sitting here telling you stories till I die in this chair. Alone, penniless, with an erection.
Good to know.
And he went too far.
Sorry, I was just channeling what's happening right now. Let's talk about initiative. Qualo. Speaking
13.
of bones, 13.
A
What about
turgid
Callum?
13.
Speaking of bones.
Speaking of bones, Callum.
I got a stinking 10.
Stinking 10.
Ooh.
Too much dew. Looks like the dew did you. Dax, what does that natural one give you? Cum.
10.
Ooh, who wants to go first, Callum or Dax?
Dax.
Dax,
Callum.
Yeah. No.
All right.
Dax?
Are you
Callum.
trying to be nice? What are you doing?
I don't know what you want.
What do you?
Skid-
I think you could go first. You want to shoot? You want to shoot your big gun?
Jesus Christ.
That's so condescending.
You want to go shoot your big gun?
Big gun?
Will I do some actual magic?
You know what? I am so sick and tired of this shit. These magic users at the table. This is how they always talk to us frontline fighters.
Right.
It's gotta stop. It's gotta stop.
Strike.
Callum in his commune it goes. Oh man,
You know
I
what?
really
Fine.
wish Dax would
Good
shoot
luck
his
with
big
your
gun.
weird magic. Just drops his gun and walks away.
You walk into
No,
three shadows.
You go first, for real.
They
for real,
rip
you
his
go
face
first.
apart. Circuits popping out everywhere.
Dr. Friss.
25.
Skid, only you will appreciate what my initiative tracker looks like right now.
I know. I can only imagine.
Just really awful. Lynnea?
25 as well.
Oh, who would like to go first?
I do.
Well, if I go first, I could identify them.
Okay, fine. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm saying who wants to go first, but you actually, it goes by your initiative bonus, right?
That's what I thought. But you probably have higher initiative than
think
me.
I'm thinking
I have a +7. I don't know.
Pathfinder
I
2.
have a plus
okay.
11. Sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
Ooh,
Go ahead.
that's cold. What about Kresga?
6.
Wow, we did not do good.
You are too high a level to be rolling a 6 at this point in your life.
Mystics don't get a big niche bone.
Nope.
Not a dex class.
Small little niche bone.
Yeah.
It is round 1. We have the Jangly Man here. But more importantly, we have these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shades floating around.
6
What?
shades of gray.
Do you do, Lynnea? There are 3 within range of you. And
There you go,
your
Ellie. Nice.
ribbon.
I'm gonna do a double attack against the one that's standing immediately south of me.
Okay. What
With
kind of
my
weapon you rocking here?
I'm using my my ribbon. And so here we go.
You okay? But I mean, what is it magical? Does it have any magical properties?
Yes, it has the nanite. But I don't think that's not magical. The nanite fusion? No, never mind.
Yes.
No, it's just
David?
Yes, it is.
it is.
All weapon fusions make weapons magical.
Oh, well. So thankfully to the upgrade, I'm now.
You can put it on your sheet.
Oh, you didn't put it on your sheet that you sent the sheet master.
Unfortunately, you
Not
did.
magical anymore.
Yeah.
But
I'm kidding.
I haven't sent you
I'm
the-
kidding. It's fine. It's a sure, it's on your hero level.
Oh, dear, Winter's
the nanite?
the sheet master.
I took the nanite.
Yeah. So who took the nanite?
I did.
There's only like
And-
2 of you, right?
3.
Koala, I think.
We were able to do 3 weapons. I know that I took one, and I know that Linnea took one.
Right.
What
No one
weapon did you
else
put
took
it on?
one.
Qualo.
I put it onto my long sword, my ultra
yep.
thin long sword.
Because you
You're
couldn't
good.
do it on your crystal because your crystal wasn't high enough level.
Correct.
I think we
I-
discussed. Yep.
I took the third and put it on my Dashko.
That's what it was. Okay.
Okay.
Is the Dashko and the Dashko and the battle ribbon a high enough level to receive that nanite, David Winters?
I am checking that right now.
Okay.
I think the Dashko wasn't, right? And then Battle Ribbon was.
The Dashko is an advanced Dashko.
Okay.
What
Let's
level is
figure out
that?
what level that is.
I
Battle
asked
Ribbon
if
can
we could
take it.
put- the Dashko is level 7.
Okay. They both can take it then.
I asked if I could
Alright.
put it on my claws, but that was disallowed.
Right. And it was rude of you to even ask. All right, Ellie, what did you roll to hit?
First one is a miss, or 18 total
Against?
the CAC.
Okay, why would you assume that's a miss?
Because 18 seems like it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because I rolled
What
a
I'm going to
7.
start doing is when people say, well, it's a miss. Joe does it all the time. I'm going to be like, yep, okay. Next attack, because that would be a hit, for example.
It would?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
But from now on, when you assume miss, I'm saying, okay,
all right.
miss.
All right. You want me to take my second attack, or do you want me?
I want you to roll some damage against this dude.
So 22 points of damage.
22 points of damage. The first thing you realize is, ooh, all that damage isn't going through.
Incorporeal.
I hate
Incorporeal.
corporeal.
Let me walk you
But-
through
but-
incorporeal again. They don't have a physical body. They're immune to all non-magical kinetic attacks. All energy attacks and magical kinetic attacks deal half damage. They take full damage from other incorporeal creatures and effects, as well as from force effects. Yeah, that's all you need to know. So 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. Cool. I'll take my second attack.
Please do.
Natty 19. So that's a total of something over 20.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yep. And another crap. Sorry. There we go. 27 points of damage.
27, so 13 points of damage on the second attack. Good couple hits from
Yeah.
Linnea.
Fantastic. I mean, that's going to be.
Those are very high rolls, even with the, -4 to attack?
Yeah, plus
Yeah.
11 on my melee.
Yeah, those are very, very high. Let's see if you guys can keep it going. It's Dr. Friss's turn.
All right, Dr. Friss is going to try to identify these things. It's really hard for him. He still cannot wrap his head around the mystic arts as much as he tries. That is a failure. That's a 13. So
We're not allowed to say that.
that's a skill check.
Oh, no.
And I'm looking at the table right now. So, all right. So
These are two very different situations, Eleanor.
this is not just me being negative. This is me looking at a chart. So he's going
Friss,
to.
you're the only one that doesn't have one right on top of you, so.
Right. So he is going to pop out. He's going to drop his hypo gun and quick sheath pop out his plasma pistol, his energy weapon, and he is going to fire off a shot, and that is a 22 against EAC.
That is a hit.
Nice.
And that's 11 points of fire damage.
Okay, so that will be 5 points of damage.
Crap.
Frisk hits. It is the Jangly Man's turn. The Jangly Man does something. He starts touching his body in weird places, like he's tapping. Doop, 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 doop.
It's a family show.
Doop. He doesn't touch
really
down
is.
there, although he should. He touches all over his body, and all of a sudden, these iridescent nanites start swirling in hypnotic patterns all over his body. Everybody roll a will save.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, Jangly.
Natural 20 for Kresga, which I feel like is going to be really important.
Sweet Jangles.
Sweet Jangles, Mr. Bojangles. All right, who's next?
I got a tweener. 17.
What is your... Go ahead, yes, David?
Well, okay. Are you taking into account the see and hear modifier? I just want to make sure you don't miss that. They take an extra -2 because they can both see and hear him. Everyone but Frisk, actually.
That's right. If you can both see and hear, you take a -2 to the throw, right? And the DC is different for everybody, right? It's 14 plus your key ability.
It's going to be Jangles.
It's Jangles' key, right? Okay.
Yeah, which
I had it written
down,
down, but I can't find it on my thing.
It's going to be the one to the far right of those.
I would think charisma. Looking at him.
I have the DC here. Okay. All right. So Kresga, what do you roll with a -2?
I mean, it's still a natural 20, but that would be a 29.
Okay, you're fine. I don't like your tone.
Get the hell out of here, Trey. I don't like your tone.
Frisk, you don't take the -2. So what is your roll?
Well, it's probably not going to matter because I got a 13.
Okay, that is a fail. Lynnea, you take a -2 to your roll.
I know. I was at 15, but now I'm at 13.
That is also a fail. Callum, -2 to your roll.
11.
Big old fail. The captain's still in charge here. Dax, you feeling cocky? You feeling confident?
I failed. I think it with a 15.
That is a big old fail. And what about Koala? He didn't have this cool thing when he was captain of your ship.
He sure as hell didn't, and he didn't have as many skulls on his outfit back then either. Koala got a 20 adjusted, -2.
20 adjusted.
After the -2.
Hits it exactly. So Kresga and Koala are fine. The rest of you are shaken.
Oh, okay.
-2 to your
just two
checks.
boss-ass captains, just showing people how to do
Just
it.
a couple captains banding together when the chips are down. So make sure you mark shaken. There'll be a -2 to your rolls going forward until I tell you otherwise. That is what the Jangly Man does for his standard action, and he just stands there. He never even makes eye contact with you, just looking beyond you.
So creepy.
Moving right along. Oh, it's all 6 of my monsters.
This is so messed up.
Yeah. Can you explain the monster, or the shadows, or the monsters? Was Sydney right? Do they look like us?
They don't. I mean, you can't really tell from what you're seeing, but no, they just look like these like weird malformed shades. They have a smoke quality to them as well, but there's really nothing there. From time to time you'll see that humanoid form that's displayed in the pond, but the most part they're just these formless shapes, and from said shapes these like hands emerge and just all start touching you. Just touch.
What's up with the touching?
And the one next to
Tired of the
Frisk.
incorporeal touching.
I know.
There's no fight. You can't, David, walk me. You can't take a 5-foot step, and then do multiple attack, right?
Nope.
That's what I thought. All right, so the one near Frisk will resolve for it first. He just steps up and tries to touch old Frisk. Okay, yeah, I'm just reading the wrong one. I want to make sure I didn't F you up unnecessarily. Here we go. Oh, 14 to hit. It's going to be a miss, I assume?
Yes.
All right, so Frisk gets off easy.
Against what?
Against CAC. It's this incorporeal touch. All right, let's talk about Kresga. You know what? Let's try 2 attacks against Kresga.
Real quick, Troy. Sorry, did you say against CAC?
Yeah. It's against EAC, right? Yeah, that's right. Incorporeal is all against EAC. Thank you, David. Still not a hit for you, though, Frisk, right?
It's not.
All right. First attack against Kresga is a 15 against EAC.
Miss.
Not great. Second one is a 26.
That one hits.
All right, so that one hits you. Not too bad.
And that's with the minus for the double attacks?
Yes, it is. 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay. And
just
then
regular old damage, nothing crazy, nothing
regular
fancy.
old damage. Actually, no, it's acid damage.
It's acid, yep.
Yeah, it's acid damage. It's just like corrosive touch comes out and starts. You see pieces of your armor start to fade away. Same thing on Daxi over here. It's going to be 16 against CAC as a miss, and then a 23 against CAC. EAC, I'm sorry.
That is a hit.
That is a hit.
EAC. If it is EAC, in fact, mute David's mic. Grant, mute his mic.
8 points of acid damage. I forgot. All incorporeal attacks are against EAC. Let's do 2 on Callum here. First one is going to be a cracked die, and then almost a crit. Definitely a hit. The first one's going to hit 4. 6 points of damage, and then the second one, I don't know what your EAC is, so I'll actually read this. 15 against EAC?
That is not a hit.
Not a hit.
You got the flank in there?
I didn't. How about a 17?
Not a hit.
All right, thank you, David.
I got my cool new armor. I'm so strong now.
This one is going to be against Lynnea, 2 attacks, not flanking, obviously. This one's going to be close, 22 against EAC. Miss. And then the next one, also a miss. And then against Koala, this one is flanking. Natural 20 came on Koala's turn. And a couple of things are going to happen. The first thing that's going to happen is double damage, which is going to be 18 points of damage. And then you take a critical effect, which is critical corrode. Yep. Which is the target takes corrode damage equal to the functions as the burning condition, but deals acid damage rather than fire damage. So you take the burning condition, and is it an additional D4, David?
Yes.
Yeah. So 1 point extra of acid damage, and then you take the burning condition, but instead of fire, you're covered in acid.
Ugh.
Interesting too, and that's beneficial for the shadow monsters because Koala has fire resistance built in. He's not weak to acid. He's weak to sonic damage, but this is not great for Koala.
We walk you through burning here. You're on fire, or in this case, you're burning with acid, not unlike your former character. As long as you have this condition at the start of your turn each round, before you take any actions or attempt a reflex saving throw described, you take the listed amount of damage, which in my case, I'll be giving you another 1d4 of acid every round. At the end of each round, you're burning. You can attempt a reflex saving throw to remove the condition, and you can attempt a new saving throw. Each round you have that condition, and you receive a +2 bonus for each previous saving throw you attempted in consecutive rounds, so it behooves you to keep trying once you start. You can also automatically end this condition by jumping into enough water to douse yourself, which you don't have.
And are those saving throw attempts standard actions, or are they free zonies?
What do you think, David?
They look free because it just says at the end of each round you are burning, you can attempt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it say as a standard?
So at the end of my turn, I'll be able to do that, basically?
Yeah, you'll take the damage at the beginning, save at the end.
Got it. Understood.
That was just the first attack. Let's see if I got another natural 20 in me. I don't. Misses on the second attack. All right, not a bad little round. Not a ton of damage there, although Koala took a nice little beating. And it is Koala's turn. So Koala, you'll start off by just taking another 3 points of acid damage. And then what do you want to do?
Koala grips his solar weapon so hard in his left, his first of 3 arms, his first of 3 hands, that you can see the energy pulsing out of the edge, the top and bottom of his fist. And he attunes himself to the photonic mysteries of the universe. He's not going to allow his former captain to shake him, though. He's going to try to think tactically about this, and he's going to kind of Captain K had a great strategy of focusing on the primary ship in the Starship combat, which ended up working out great for us. I think in this instance, Koala feels like we have to take out these incorporeal monsters one by one, or else they're going to individually weaken us so much. So Koala's actually going to swerve around and swing out at the shadow that Lynnea has already attacked in an effort to try to bring it down. And to give Callum one less person that can attack Callum, because even though Callum was not hit that round, wants to protect Callum.
So, you know Callum's squishy, so you want to protect the boy.
Flashing strikes with multi-weapon fighting will be a -2 to each of these rolls. That is an 18 on the first die. That is going to be a total of a 30 to hit.
That is a hit.
That is with the solar weapon. That will be 2 5s, 11, 29 plus 1, 30 points of damage on the first attack.
All right, so 15 points of damage.
That is a new 3d6 solar weapon that just happened. This is the first time it's seen action. And the second attack will be with the nanite longsword ultra thin. Natural 20.
Oh my god.
Oh, he gives as good as he gets. Give me that double damage. Does that ultra thing have they don't. What are you thinking, David?
Yeah, you didn't read that. You didn't finish that paragraph when you were talking about incorpse. An incorporeal creature is immune to critical hits.
Oh, boy.
Oh, thank you, David. Thank you. Yes, no crit. I'm sorry, but you get normal damage, definite hit.
So this is still 48 plus 15 plus 1d4. Here it comes. 10, 20 plus 1d4 is going to be 22. 37 points of damage on the second attack.
37, so 16 on the second attack, and he's still up.
Wow.
18.
I'm sorry, 18, yes. 18, and yeah, he is still up. Or she. You don't know. Good round by Koala. Just goes to show you, I think that thing has been hit 4 times and is still up. That half damage every time is really going to be a pain in the butt. It is finally Dax's turn. Dax, what are you thinking?
Dax is going to be useless here because he has no magical weapon in melee. So he'll take an AOO every single time
he's surrounded. To shoot. Totally surrounded.
Yeah, so he's just gonna stack all those AOOs up and just take them all now as he moves back into the bridge. And just so that would be 1, 2, 3 AOOs. Oh wait, 3 AOOs.
Yeah, and you can do that only because you can move through Kresga's space to get out of there. Otherwise, you'd have to roll acrobatics if you're trying to move through their spaces. So you're going to do just a move, or was that a full withdraw?
Just a move.
Okay. All right, so let's see if 3 of these... See if I got another 20 in me. I can't remember if this is the die that was chain in 20s or not, but I'm going to stick with it. First one is a miss. Second one, natural 2. And third one, that's probably going to be a hit with a 30.
Yeah, that's a hit.
30 against EAC is 7 points of acid damage. You could just feel your skin getting warm underneath your armor.
And then the creature that's right in front of Friss, right in Friss's face, Dax will fire at with his yellow star plasma array.
Okay, do you take a -4 or do you have precise shot?
No, that's not in this.
That's not in Starfinder. Okay.
Right. I say that, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. David, let me know.
I never know, and I'll ask again next week.
Otherwise, you would have taken it because it's one of those must-haves kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay, let's do this. Let's not natural one. That's a 23 against EAC.
That is a hit.
Okay, and
but it's a non-magical weapon, right?
Yeah, but it's energy, so it still works the same for them. God's sakes. All right, so that's 19 points. Could it be that low? Yeah, 19 points of damage halved.
So 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage.
So Dax steps back, levels his rifle, gets off 9 points of damage, moving right on to Callum.
You saying 19 points of damage is low? I'm like, oh, great. I'm going to be no help in this battle whatsoever.
I'd kill for 19.
No. It's just relatively low. I rolled 6 on 2d10. I'm like, come on, man.
No, it's funny though, like when you and Ellie hit and you're like, only 30 points a day. And I'm like, what the, or Koala too.
Yeah.
Okay. Callum is surrounded and has been hit, attemptedly to be hit twice now by these shadow things. Does not like this situation. This feels very, very bad.
It's not
so
great.
in his hands, he is going to form a big disc of just energy and force.
Yeah.
And he is going to take it in his arm, Apollo Grecian style, and he's going to whip it around the room. And his first target is the shadowy creature behind him to the north. So I will make an attack roll against their EAC.
Okay, question, just because I can't remember, we play so many games.
Yep.
Is there concentration?
Oh, no. Well, I
You don't have to worry about that, right?
No, I thought you were going to ask something else. There is still an AOO, though.
Yeah.
From casting the spell.
From casting
Because
the
it's a
spell.
ranged attack, yeah. All right, so it's 3 attacks of opportunity.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, no, one of them already took this, so 2 attacks of opportunity.
Wait, hold on.
Let me just resolve
Only
those real
2.
quick, Callum. 17 against CAC?
No,
EAC?
Yeah.
doesn't hit.
And then what about a 24 against EAC?
That just fucking hits.
Max damage, 8 points of acid damage.
I don't even care.
You may continue.
I don't even care.
Don't forget you're shaken, everyone. -2.
I clicked it.
except
I
Koala
clicked
and
it. My sheet's doing it.
Kresga. Roll
Fuck.
your fun disc.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's my... Okay. That's going to be... Oh, man. Wait. My attack bonus? Is that my spellcasting?
+8 is what you're looking for.
Oh, +8. Thank you. Okay, so that's going to be an 18 to hit.
8
EAC.
-2.
Yeah, with that included.
With the -2, that is a hit.
Nice.
Yay! All right. So I whirl it behind me. The disc hits into that one. Then I'm going to go for the one right in front of Lynnea.
Question though, does that do damage or it does damage after it hits everybody?
Oh, that's a good question.
It does 3d6 force to the first one, and then you roll the subsequent ones after that, which is less damage.
Okay, so roll damage for the first one. That's all.
Oh, fuck
that's
me.
all 4, so it's all going to go through.
Yeah. Big.
That's going to be 8 points of damage.
No, it's 3d6.
Yeah. Yeah. Ain't
Go
that
ahead
just
and
the
roll
way?
3d6.
I rolled a 1 and a 2 on the first one.
All right, roll to hit the other guy.
Yeah, I'm going to do that now. Man, honks.
They've already used their reaction, so you get off with that.
That's a natural 19, not even plus my stuff.
Whoa,
Nice.
give me that
Yeah.
force damage. Now make sure you roll 3d6 this time.
It's actually not 3d6. What, David, it's only
2d6
Thank you.
now. But you have to roll them each individually, so we'll do them one at a time.
Gotcha. That's a 5
Oh, come on, Sydney.
and a 3.
8
Nice.
hit points left. You got him.
Oh my god. Amazing.
Amazing.
Nice.
Finally.
8
Phenomenal.
HP left. 1 shade down.
Now
Now
I'm
the
gonna-
battle is even.
Now I'm going to go for the one right in front of me.
Yeah, good round so far.
Yeah.
Oh boy. That is a natural 16 plus my plus 8, so that's going to hit.
Yep.
And first one, 2. Come on. 2, 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. It all goes through, and you take one out. So Callum, after just sipping on dew for the last couple weeks, goes in a circle and hits 3 of them, takes one of them out. It's the captain's turn. The captain
Nope,
is.
I'm not done.
Whoa! Excuse me. As long as you keep hitting, you just keep going.
Even if I don't hit, I just keep going for 5 creatures.
Wow.
That's awesome.
15 feet of each other.
Each, yeah. So you couldn't get
Wow.
all of them the whole way around, basically, but
This is the last one you can go for.
no.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
this
she
one
can
and then
bounce
I'm,
it back around.
Well, no, you can
no,
go
this
down
one
to
and then I'm
Jangles.
going for the Jangly Man.
Oh, Jangly Man.
Ooh.
You going for the Jangles?
I dropped my die and it's my good die. All right, I'll use a different one. Okay. I'm getting all nervous because I'm finally doing good. Okay, 15 plus my 8, that hits.
15 plus your 8 minus 2, or you're counting the minus 2 and all of that.
But minus 2. So it's plus 6. 15 plus
That's
6.
a hit. That's a hit.
First one is a 5.
I'd
of
like the
damage.
total damage.
Second is a 6.
Yeah.
So that's going to be 11 points of damage.
11 points of force damage. Can you hit the Jangly Man? I knew a
find out.
man, the Jangly Man, and he killed me on this ship.
12 23 EAC.
23 EAC. Is that with him on the show?
Yes.
That's a hit.
Yay!
Nice, Callum. Man, the last time you busted out this spell, I believe, was the elemental fight, and it worked just like this. You hit like every single creature.
Are you from Western Pennsylvania? Because you are rolling rocks.
Oh my god.
9 points of damage for Jangly Man.
9 points of damage for the Jangly Mangly.
And then my disc returns to me and I catch it like a frisbee bro and I'm like, yes!
Hell of a round there, Callum.
It was.
I'd love to see you repeat that next round. It is Kresga's turn. Kresga is only one of 2 people that passed the save. What do you want to do, Kresga? You have 3 of these shadows surrounding you.
Yes, but my allies have created an interesting opportunity for me, and Callum, by killing that one, made it even easier because all of these shades have taken an attack of opportunity. And
They sure have.
And you slipped and revealed and said, they only get the one.
I did.
First things first, I will roll a mysticism check to learn about them.
Okay.
Nice.
Give me that Misty.
That is a 25.
Okay. These are known as Oblivion Shade spawns. So you start and put 2 and 2 together. It was saying they're Malice's children. They are probably the spawn of a greater shade known as Malice. They are obviously
Really?
incorporeal and undead. You know that. In terms of something that can help you, I mean, you already know. What's this? Yeah. 5. They can walk through walls and shit. It's really nothing like, they don't have any weaknesses besides, they have undead immunities as well. So some don't do shit that requires a fortitude save.
All right. Well, armed with that knowledge, Kresga will walk calmly
Yeah.
through and straight up to the Jangly Man. I believe she will provoke from the shade fighting with Koala.
Let's see if I got another natural 1.
Okay.
Natural 1 on that attack of opportunity. So while Joe looks that up, tell me what you want to do with the Jangly Man.
Kresga is going to take a swing with her claws at old Jangles.
Okay.
That is an 18 to hit.
18. That is a miss.
Figured.
Jangly Man gonna kill you.
Jangly Man's not gonna cast any more spells.
Joe, resolve that natural 1.
All right, natural 1. This fumble comes from friend of the show, Toby in Hamburg, Germany.
Hamburg, Toby.
What's up, Toby?
I'll gladly play you Tuesday for a Toby today.
Fumble is catch my drift. You go for the kill, but somewhere, someone revs their drift engine, as luck or lack thereof would have it. Your weapon begins to glow. This is melee. Your weapon begins to glow as if it is the unlucky candidate to make its new home in the drift itself. A successful dex save negates, and the drift plucks something from reality somewhere else. On a failure, your weapon is plucked from your hands and seems to vanish momentarily before luckily appearing again in a random square 20 feet away. So, unfortunately, it just does not fit this creature as it is just an incorporeal hand.
Right. His hand puffs out, and then a new one grows immediately. Let's go to round 2 here. It is Lynnea's turn.
Yeah. So Matthew kind of stole my idea. So I'm gonna think about something else. I'm gonna.
You get a clear line of shot on Kresga if you're really upset.
Yeah. Well, I have my ribbon, so I can't really do anything. Yeah. So I'm gonna actually tumble to avoid attack of opportunity and move up. Move up to. So I'm actually standing in the middle of the 3 north. And I need to roll on acrobatics for that to see if I can avoid the attack of opportunity. And
Okay.
do you need me to explain to you, Tumble? I think for each, the DC increases by 2 for each additional opponent beyond the first one.
Okay, what's the initial DC for the first one?
15 plus 1.5 of the opponent's CR.
Okay, so it's going to be 22. Does it round up or round down, David?
Down.
Okay, 22. acrobatics for the first one, and then 24 for the second.
19.
Okay.
So that's
and you got
gonna
a
be
good
30.
acrobatics.
Yeah.
Okay, second one, DC 24.
But wait, you didn't have to because they took their AOs.
Well, it's a new
This is a new
round.
round.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. You do
Yeah.
that weird thing. That's right.
Yeah, 30
Yeah,
on
it's
the
just
second
easier
one.
to track. Yeah, so you're good.
Yeah, awesome. So I'm standing now, and I'm gonna use a standard action to cleave, which means that I can.
You're going
Exactly.
to Cleveland?
Cleveland.
Finally. So I'm gonna.
Which one are you attacking first? This is very important.
The one left of me, and then the one that's standing next to Friss if I succeed on my first one.
Okay, so you're going to go left of you, and then the one through the doorway. Okay.
Yeah.
That one's going to get a little cover bonus.
Okay. First attack is. I mean, so this is my full bonus. So
Minus
first,
2.
Minus 2, yeah. 29 against.
29's a hit.
Nice.
There you
first,
go.
Oh, hit.
So
There you
first
go.
damage,
Yeah, roll that damage.
24 points of damage.
12 points of damage.
And then second one. That's going to be 1, 2, 3. 28 plus 13. Why is this so hard?
21.
21.
Would have been, well, actually, even with the +2, that is going to be a hit. Yeah.
Awesome. 26 points of damage.
13 points of damage on the second attack, and you included the -2. I'm assuming it's baked into your character. You guys just have it on your thing.
I added on the shaken.
2 big hits. Does Cleave work like Pathfinder Cleave in that your AC is lowered, or it's just a rapapa?
Does that
Yes,
happen in Pathfinder?
I take
I don't think
a
Pathfinder- It doesn't?
-2 penalty to my armor class until next
Yep.
turn.
Oh,
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
that was just like a charge thing.
Yeah, no, Cleave, your AC goes down in Pathfinder. I only know because I never get to use it, but I always read it.
But not to throw shade on the shades, but these shades are pathetic, so they won't be able to hit her anyway. So.
Let's find out, because it is soon their turn after Dr. Friss.
all right. Dr. Friss is shaken, gonna stumble backwards over this dead body, take a guarded step, and shakenly try to do a stealth roll to get a trick attack off. Yes, I get the trick attack, so
Sweet.
I fire my pistol. Natty 16, that is a hit,
Nice.
and that is 27 points of fire damage.
Huge. Huge. Very
27 points. Give him 13. This guy's been hit a few times. He's still chunking along.
nice. I want to take him out so bad.
Yeah.
I want to take him out so bad.
Kill him!
It is the Jangly Man's turn. The Jangly Man takes a guarded step, activates his haste circuit so he gets a move action so that he can employ improved get 'em shades of an old character known as Mac. And then he will burn one of his few remaining resolve points so that all of his allies get a +2 to hit and damage against. Is
tough.
it all of them, or is it just
All enemies within 60
all
feet.
enemies? Yeah.
Yep.
Everyone gets a +2 to hit and damage, including him.
Just to hit. I believe.
Just to hit?
I believe it's just
Because
to
regular
hit.
get him is hit and damage, I thought. Well,
Morale bonus to attack rolls made against that enemy. Oh no, sorry. With the resolve point, it's damage. Yes.
boom sauce.
If you didn't use the resolve point, it would be just to hit.
I'm glad I used it.
There you go.
Yeah, what are you saving those for? Well, I want to make sure I stabilize.
And then he is going to fire off a shot at Kresga with a liquidator disintegrator pistol.
So he's taken a standard action, and what's the action for the and a guard step, and what's the action to do the get him?
Haste circuit to get the extra move as if hasted, so that's the step.
Okay.
Move action is get him. Standard action. Now, Troy, is he just shooting it, or is this the feint? The clever
Well,
attack?
I'm wondering, did I already... I guess this is my standard action.
This is your
Yeah.
standard.
Yeah, I might as well just do it. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this thing called Clever Feint. I'm going to make a bluff check that is either going to be DC 28 or 10 plus your sense motive, Kresga, whatever's higher.
The only person that matters on, by the way, Troy, is Friss. So everyone
Okay.
else is at 28.
Made it. Awesome. Had I failed, you'd be flat-footed, because I passed, you're flat-footed against all enemies, all of his allies as well. So, I've got the improved get 'em, bonus to hit and damage, and you're flat-footed, and I'm going to try and burn you alive with this liquidator disintegrator pistol. Natural 20.
No.
And we'll see you next week.
Man.
Oh, it's not even round. I didn't even get a second round.
I only went once.
God, I only went once.
You're going to burn! You're done, Kresga!
I can't believe it's over already. Oh my God.